Hello everyone, welcome back to the quiz show by KidZack. Are you getting ready to take your learner's permit written knowledge test? You think you know the rules of the road? So buckle up, because we are about to put your driving knowledge to the test. Let's begin. But before we start, make sure to subscribe the channel. Let's warm up. What does a red traffic light mean? Go, stop or slow down. Obviously, you have to stop the car on red traffic light. What should you do when you see a yield sign? Slow down and give way, speed up or stop completely. Slow down and give way when you see the yield sign. When should you use your high beam headlights? On open highways at the night. What does a solid yellow line means? You may pass, only pass during the day, or no passing allowed. Yellow lines mean no passing allowed. What is the purpose of a roundabout? Roundabout means to reduce the traffic speed and improve the flow. What to do if a school bus has flashing red lights? Stop and wait until the lights stop flashing. Recommended following distance behind another vehicle: 2 seconds, 1 second or 3 seconds. You have to maintain the distance about 3 seconds. What to do if your car starts to skid? Turn in the direction of the skid, accelerate or brake hard. You have to turn in the direction of the skid. What does a flashing yellow traffic light mean? Proceed with caution, speed up or stop immediately. Flashing yellow light mean proceed with caution. When is it illegal to use a cell phone while driving? Only when using hands-free devices. First thing to do in a minor accident. Make sure to subscribe the channel. You have to check if everyone is okay. What does a stop sign indicate? Yield, stop or proceed with caution. Obviously, you have to stop. What should you do at a pedestrian crossing? Stop the car if pedestrians are present. What does a broken white line on the road signify? Its mean lane changing is allowed. When can you turn right on a red light? When only after stopping and ensuring it's safe. What should you do if an emergency vehicle is approaching? Speed up, pull over, or maintain your speed. Pull over to the side of the road. When is it legal to drive below the minimum speed limit? It's legal when in adverse weather conditions. When driving in fog, what should you use? high beam headlights, low beam headlights, or hazard lights? You should use low beam headlights in the fog. What does a no U-turn sign mean? Definitely, it's mean no U-turn allowed. What should you do at a railroad crossing when the lights are flashing? You have to stop and wait. How should you handle a tire blowout? Hold the steering, brake immediately, or speed up. Hold the steering wheel firmly and slow down gradually. What does a blue traffic sign typically indicate? Make sure to subscribe the channel. It's mean motorist services. What should you do if you miss your exit on the highway? You should continue to the next exit. What does a double yellow line means? Passing allowed on the side, or no passing allowed? Double yellow lines means no passing allowed. When should you use your turn signals? When turning or changing lanes? What should you do if you approach a flashing red light? Speed up, proceed with caution, or stop and proceed when safe? You have to stop and proceed when safe. What is the minimum age for obtaining a learner's permit in most US states? 15 years old. How should you react to a yellow traffic light? Speed up, stop if safe to do so, or ignore it. Stop if safe to do so. What should you do when driving in heavy rain? You should reduce the speed and increase following distance. What does a white line parallel to your lane to the right indicate? It's mean the edge of the roadway. How should you approach an intersection with a stop sign, but no stop line? You have to stop before the intersection. What does a pentagon-shaped traffic sign indicate? School zone, yield, or railroad crossing? It's means school zone ahead. What should you do if your vehicle starts to hydroplane? Make sure to subscribe the channel. Ease off the gas and steer straight. When should you yield to pedestrians in a crosswalk? At night, at all times, or only during the day? You should yield at all times. What is the purpose of rumble strips? To alert drowsy or inattentive drivers. When can you pass another vehicle on the right? On a multiple lane highway with multiple lanes in the same direction, what should you do if an oncoming vehicle has its high beam on? Look toward the right edge of your lane. How should you enter a freeway? Match the speed of traffic, stop before merging, or enter slowly. You should match the speed of traffic. What is the primary purpose of traffic signs? It's meant to regulate, warn, and guide. When is it necessary to use your headlights? During adverse weather condition and from sunset to sunrise. What does a diamond-shaped traffic sign indicate? It's mean a warning. What should you do if you see a construction zone ahead? Make sure to subscribe the channel. You have to slow down and follow posted signs. When parallel parking, how far from the curb should you park? (12 to 18 inches). What does a merge sign indicate? It means lanes are coming together. When approaching a school bus with flashing light, what must you do? You should stop the car. What is the main reason for using seat belts? For safety, avoid a fine to keep the car clean. You should always use the seat belts for your safety. What does a no entry sign mean? It means no entry for any vehicles. What does a slippery when wet sign mean? It means road becomes slippery when wet. What should you do if you see an animal crossing sign? Slow down and be prepared to stop. What is the primary use of the left lane on a highway? It means passing other vehicles. What does a flashing yellow arrow mean? Proceed with caution. When is it safe to return to your lane after passing? Make sure to subscribe the channel. When you see both headlights of the passed vehicle in your rear view mirror, what does a green arrow on a traffic light mean? Just go in the direction of the arrow. What should you do if your brakes fail while driving? You should pump the brake. What does a no passing zone sign mean? Passing allowed, passing not allowed. Passing allowed only at night. It's mean passing not allowed. What is the safe speed to drive in heavy traffic? A speed that matches the flow of the traffic. How far ahead should you signal before turning? 50, 100 or 200 feet? 100 feet. When should you use your horn? To alert other drivers of your presence. What does lanes and sign mean? It means road narrows ahead. Make sure to subscribe the channel. What does a sharp turn ahead sign mean? Slow down and prepare for a sharp turn. What is the first thing you should do when your car starts to skid? You should turn in the direction of the skid. What does a no stopping sign mean? No stopping allowed at any time. When should you dim your high beams? When following another vehicle. What does a yield sign mean? It's a repeating question. Give the right of way to other vehicles. What is the purpose of center turn lane? It's meant to allow left turn from either direction. What should you do if you approach a school zone with flashing light? You should slow down to the posted speed limit. What does a bicycle crossing sign mean? Watch for bicycles crossing the road. What is the main purpose of speed bumps? To stop traffic, for parking, or to slow down vehicle? It's meant to slow down vehicles. Thanks for watching. Let's check your next challenge. Make sure to subscribe the channel. Bye bye.